Hello there, and welcome back to the last door.
Sup?
As you may recall, last time, Jeremiah DeVitt escaped from a coffin. He wandered around a very surreal London.
Some sort of neverwhere.
And then he found himself in a theatre, where he met a man named Alexandre, who claimed to know him. And then he saw a bunch of men in yellow robes.
Yeah, doing their rendition of the King in Yellow.
And it ended. And we know that there were 4 witnesses to some event that happened when DeVitt was at school.
Yes, and I think DeVitt is one of the witnesses.
Yes, DeVitt was one of the witnesses. There were others.
Yeah, but we were unsure as to whether his old school chum from the first game was a witness or not.
Yeah, I don't think he is, but we'll find out. There is no turning back.
Turn around. Oh good, we're in a little torture chair.
I have made my mind.
Slap.
So we're not controlling DeVitt.
Oh no, we're controlling the other guy!
I'm ready. Go on. Do it. Do it!
Okay.
Do it!
Already starting spooky. Yep, here we are.
So what's going on? What do you think's going on?
I've no idea. They're still in this, like, pseudo afterlife, neverwhere type of setting. They're all in creepy masks and costumes.
Yeah.
It's all a metaphor.
It is. It's clearly a metaphor for the political situation in Spain at the moment, where this game is being made. I don't know what that political situation is.
But it's a metaphor for it.
Yeah. I mean, all these crows, they represent one of the major political parties. The tombstones, they represent another major political party.
They're actually the Spain of old.
Yeah. Oh, how serene.
Yeah, I feel like the Doctor's about to rock up.
If we need some more sound.
Yeah.
Pardon my thing. Can you see all these stars twinkling in the black outer abyss? All the constellations traced by human eyes in long distant eras? Look now to the forest in the valley, to the old tower. From the last tree, not the last door, in the distance, to the stars in the sky.
Everything the light touches.
And even the stones beneath our feet are just silhouettes that hide the truth from our poor senses. Ancient shadows that hang over the veil that hides the world. As if it were the curtain of a theatre, the veil separates the truth from the lie.
All the world's a stage.
The veil is a place to fit, a place of mists. Anthony's great abilities brought you here, but his influence will soon fade away. The mask of lies will descend over your eyes once again. So I think we're seeing the truth, apparently.
Yeah.
Whoa. You must find the door, as I did.
Ooh.
The door that gives passage through the veil.
Oh.
Open it, and we will walk together beyond the mist.
We're gonna be buried under the thing in the grave, aren't we?
It's like dun 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 dun. Who's this? I suppose you are wondering why I called you so urgently. I cannot deny it. Your letter was truly mysterious. I have been travelling, Doctor, to Scotland. Have you heard about the massacre of Saint-G? St. Giles, maybe. I'm just imagining it's French. Why, yes, the tragic event has been the continued object of speculation and grim rumour in every newspaper in England. For weeks now, pamphlets have claimed that all kinds of macabre things took place. But I don't understand. How is all this connected with my patient?
Oh, he was there.
He was there. I am afraid he is one of the victims.
Sorry, French or German?
German, right?
Yeah, before you said French.
Yeah, I think Saint-Gilles is cool.
Oh,
It's cool.
right.
How else is it pronounced? Saint-Gilles or something? I don't know, but... dear God, I think this is was the boarding school.
Yeah.
There was this massacre. What do you want?
Are you telling me he's been murdered?
You want that one?
Yeah.
Are you telling me my patient has been murdered? Murdered? Thankfully, no. Please excuse me for alarming you. I did not mean to give this impression. Herr DeVitt was attacked, but survived. What happened to him then?
Yeah.
Whoop.
Choose whatever your heart wishes for that one.
I'll go this one.
Oh.
What was the cause of those awful deaths?
Forget about my patient.
No one knows for sure. The victims were inflicted with terrible wounds. All of them had an expression of utmost terror on their faces.
I like the train.
What was DeVitt doing there? Many years ago, the Saint-Gilles hospital was a boarding school. It appears that both your patient and Mr. Beechworth spent a part of their youth together there. We can assume that Herr DeVitt was investigating something. He believed he had found a clue related to his friend's death.
How does he know?
I don't know.
If everyone there was dead.
What happened to him then? It seems the criminal was caught by Herr DeVitt in the midst of the act. Remember, the criminal was Baldwin.
Yeah, the like groundskeeper.
Yeah. Then he tried to do the same thing to DeVitt that he had done to the others. I think Kaufman's been up there to investigate.
Okay.
Fortunately, the nuns arrived in time to unearth him from the coffin.
There we go.
So he never came out of a coffin in the middle of London.
Yeah.
Herr DeVitt was hospitalized. The nurses report that he remained unconscious for an entire day.
Which would have been the last episode.
Yeah. I suspect you did not find Mr. DeVitt in the hospital. Indeed, he was already gone by the time I arrived. I have not been able to determine his whereabouts since. I see. What conclusions do you draw from all of these circumstances? I have some theories, but I would prefer not to reveal them until events have unfolded. In all of them there is a fundamental element whose role has not yet been revealed. And what leads you to this conclusion? It is something that the Holy Sisters found beside Herr DeVitt, within the coffin. An empty hypodermic needle with traces of an unknown substance.
An unknown substance.
And you notice we were being injected with something in the opening of this episode as well.
Yeah, in the room.
So we were just speaking to Alexandre on a balcony, looking towards a tower in the distance.
And now we're at said tower, perhaps?
We'll see. Chapter 4. Ancient Shadows. Ooh.
Ooh.
We'll turn the gain up on the mic to make sure we're not being drowned out. Look over here. The ancient castle of Pevensey rests in the distance. It was a garrison first of all by the Romans, but was abandoned and has been a ruin ever since.
Oh, ruin?
Romans didn't build castles. They built forts.
Same thing, really. That's right. One of the first castles in England would have been the old mounds of dirt with logs stuck in them.
Hill forts. There's a large iron bar latching the door. A beautifully crafted steel greenhouse. It is old, but still in good condition.
Nothing to click there. Here we go. Pat the gate. Nope.
It's latched. I can't open it from this side.
He can reach around. He's tall enough.
You can jump over there.
You can't pull over that little thing by the tree, can you? No.
The house lights are on. Someone must be home.
Must be. Hello?
No one is answering. Perhaps I should go inside anyway. I'll just tell the household that I'm an old friend come to visit.
But what is this place? Oh, thank God you're here, de Sigsworth.
We've been waiting for you. A strange woman stares down at me, glaring with a silent reproach at my intrusion.
Reading a bit too far into it, de Sigsy. Oh.
Footsteps. There must be someone upstairs. Let's look at the clock, though. A well-crafted grandfather clock, but it seems to be out of order. One of the hands is missing.
I'll have to find the hand. Or maybe there's something important about the time it was pointing to.
We'll see. It could be Pevensey Castle, but in this painting the garrison is not in ruins.
Not a clock above the door.
A couple of old teacups sit on the table. One of them is full and still warm.
Possibly belonging to the person upstairs.
Possibly. Nada.
I was about to say, and then the music stopped, but I do love the music.
Music's very good in this.
Ooh, spooky lighting.
Spooky lighting.
Sexy glasses.
An oil lamp.
Yoink.
Always gotta have a lamp. Just some old bottles. I'd better see if there's any alcohol left in them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That was very well done.
It's a diary. This is the last thing written. The last pages have been ripped off. They've been plagiarized.
They're everywhere.
October 12th, 1887. It's been a while since I could devote any time to this diary for reasons beyond my control. An event most tragic has taken place in this house. Mr. DuPré has gotten ill, immersed in an everlasting stupor from which it seems he shall not return any time soon. So Mr. DuPré is in a stupor. I wonder what could have put him into that state. Since the accident, I patiently take care of him. The doctor's treatments don't seem to do any good, or don't seem to do any good. I feed him like a child and make sure that all of the sculptures in the house are turned towards the wall. What else can I do? October 13th, 1887, the clockmaker just left, and he's done such a good job. In the end, Mr. DuPré is not going to be able to notice the change in the clocks that he had so insistently requested. In his state, time will not be a problem anymore.
What change did he request?
A pantry with spices and ingredients. I could make myself some soup. It's like step one, pick up pot, make soup. And he's just like, dum-dum-dum-dum. Cooking.
Hit on the wall.
Hit on lady.
Oh yeah, that cellar. Definitely not gonna be going in there later.
Woohoo, shortcut.
Ooh, unlocked. Under well, we're definitely not climbing down the rope. Or maybe you can pull up a bucket from the rope.
The bare branches of the tree stretching to the sky break the night into 1,000 pieces.
How poetic.
Yeah. That was probably contributed by a fan, I suspect. Oh, a grave. We're not going to dig that.
Nope. Flashback.
Yeah. It looks like someone was buried here.
I was buried once.
I can't dig with my bare hands.
Was being buried his nom?
Maybe. An ancient stone well, a rope hangs inside, disappearing into the darkness
Pull
below.
up the rope, boy.
The rope is broken. I'll keep this end.
Ooh, collect rope. I was hoping we'd get a bucket and there'd be a skull in there or something. And dig with rope.
This rope was hanging inside the... Yeah. Burn grave with lamp.
Hang cell on tree.
The cellar door is locked. I need a key to open it.
We'll be back. If that was an option.
Yeah.
Just get mad and... Yeah. Ugh.
I probably should have just gone into the front yard, but anyway.
Yeah, we were just here. Up the stairs.
Up the stairs.
To the evidence room.
The silhouette of a woman.
The silhouette of
a man. It bears a strong resemblance to Alexandre. The man to whom he was speaking.
It's not him, though.
A fine painting of the local Roman structures. They somehow seem more ancient in this depiction. A figurine of an angel facing the wall.
So as not to be looking at people with their eyes. They're always... Oh, it's the guy!
Alexandre!
And there's a note on the bed that we need to see.
Alexandre, it's me, DeVitt. I'm sorry if I startled you. Is everything alright? Why are you sitting in a wheelchair? Are you hurt, maybe? Can you stand? He is staring blankly at some distant point,
no.
as if he has not heard my question at all. But wasn't he just talking to us on a balcony?
No, lost
That
his
was in
mind. That was beyond the veil.
Yes, this is something I'm only just figuring out. That bit where he was talking to us was beyond the veil. Now we've since woken up
Yeah.
and are going on the mission that he sent us on in the dream. When I was downstairs, I could have sworn I had heard footsteps.
That's right. If he's in a wheelchair, who was walking around?
Were they yours? Or there is someone else? Or is there someone else in the house? For a moment I felt a flash of hope that he was looking at me, but he is unresponsive. He told me I should come here, and I came as soon as I could. Can you tell me what is happening here? He gives no answer, but persistently stares at me. Sorry.
Those sneaky strings.
Yeah. He appears to be in some kind of hypnotic trance. Alexandre, please say something. I don't know what to do. I don't understand. Just what happened to him?
Is it a deliberate, like, mental condition, or is his mind beyond the veil? Which of the two? Like, is his body no longer functioning in this world, but in the other world he is capable, or is he simply no longer present?
I reckon it's some kind of, like, astral projection type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like, does his mind exist outside of his body?
Yeah.
If his body dies, does he die? A misty dock overlooks a grey ocean. Gulls wheel overhead.
What about the note on the bed?
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh,
This cuckoo clock is covered with dust. It seems to be missing an important piece. The bird.
It's the same hour that it was
Face
set
of the
to.
clock has been turned. So this is set
Oh wait,
to,
yeah, okay. So sorry, the same
this is set
position,
to
but
11:15, right?
yeah, we're tilting our heads right now. Faithful viewers.
Listeners.
Thanks, Cecil.
Okay.
But our hand was in the same position, but the
Yeah.
rest of it was different.
The table holds nothing but a box with the description laudanum to be taken in case of anxiety. It is empty. There is a scribbled annotation in this piece of paper.
It reads,
The veil is something we sense in our innermost being incessantly. In vain do we waste our lives craving to tear through. Zayalathal is the curtain behind which the great wings beat. Inside its ancient mist inhabit the shadows of those who left.
that's awesome.
See ya, Alexandra. Oh yeah, we looked at that.
Yeah, the angel. Deeper into the house.
Nice chest. A huge chest made of oak wood.
Nice wood, yeah.
No, not locked. There's a large iron hook inside.
Take hook.
I'll take this hook. There was a fragment of a diary under the hook.
Take
Dear
fragment.
diary, I deposited my hook in the chest. August 5th,
Keep it
1887.
secret.
I can't work in the basement anymore. Those wretched sculptures, I feel them stalking me in the darkness. I know it is not possible, but I can hear the crunches, the flapping wings, stone grinding on stone.
Oh no, the footsteps was for a statue.
Their frozen paroxysms, with what diabolical art were those gestures conceived? An eternal movement, a tension, an impossible struggle to get back the life they never had. I might place them outdoors, in the greenhouse, and let the mold devour them and wasps make nests of their hollow hearts.
Also, I said the footsteps was statues or something.
Yay!
Were from statues, sorry.
I've knotted the hook to an end of the rope. Now I can
Now
swing
I am a fisher of men.
here. Or you could use it as a grappling iron. A portrait of an old man, maybe a ship captain. I can tell by the fact that he's wearing boat shoes.
And his magnificent sideburns.
His huge bushy beard. It looks like he's trying to guard this chest with his stern glare.
Yeah, thanks, fan. Creepy doorway, yeah, for sure. Blood. Is it like a red room?
It looks like some kind of red-tinted glass cover used to mask the lamp. Yeah, it's a
red room.
It's completely shattered on the floor.
A dark room, sorry, is what they
Yes,
call them.
camera tripod.
What photographs was he developing?
Pictures hanging from a cord. They look as if they were improperly developed. You can hardly distinguish anything.
Well, the light broke.
A basin with a copper drain.
Oh, do we get to develop a photo?
A lamp is hanging from the ceiling. Its bulb casts an intense white light.
Nope. Just wash our hands, slick back the hair. Yeah, can we pick up the fragments? Or?
No. The image of a couple wearing rat masks at a festival.
As you do.
Glass jar containing a yellow substance. The label reads cyanide.
Better taste it.
Tastes of bitter almonds.
I am slain.
It is a big book of home chemistry recipes. I believe it comes from the Big Boys book of home chemistry. A few pages have been bookmarked and some articles are underlined. 3149, colored iron for photography. Colored iron is the vehicle by which the photographic chemicals are united upon the surface of the glass and the sensitive coating produced. Many formulae are published for this article, to which great value is attached, some supposing that to its peculiar composition belong the principal causes of failure or success. This is only in a degree true. 3151, to develop a positive image. This is done by pouring upon the plate about 1 ounce of the vitriol spirit solution, and only then adding 5 or 6 drops of the cyanide acid. Then the plate must be thoroughly washed in water to remove any excess of the chemicals. 3150, the causes of failure, would almost require a chapter by themselves. A long experience convinces us that 9 out of every 10 failures occur from a want of care, the presence of dirt, negligence. One cannot be over nice, careful, or cleanly, the best results always rewarding the most painstaking. If a mistake is made in the order specified in the formulae, quickly flow clean water over the plaque and start again.
We will get to develop a photo.
We will. An instrument whose workings are beyond my knowledge.
Looks like the Turk.
Yeah. Although really, it could be anything.
Well, it kind of looks like Postman Pat, but like it said it's a machine and there's a table there. So I went to the chess playing Turk.
The chess Turk.
I'm not being racist. There's a famous machine called the Turk.
Famous fake machine called the Turk.
That's right. Didn't actually do anything. There was a man underneath.
A bust with his face turned around. Nice bust.
Again?
A large envelope of black felt covered in dust and ashes. It is labelled with a warning, do not open it under white light.
We better yoink that anyway and just not give it an open.
It's a letter. Dear Alexandre, I have excellent news. A contact from the university has given me access to a 12th century alchemical tome containing an amazing formulary. There is no doubt that sometimes mere contemplation takes the mind to places that otherwise it would have never visited. Leafing through the grimoire and marvelling at the exquisite illumination of its pages, I have been struck by a sudden epiphany, a radical but elegant method that I have decided to try. Forgive me for not providing any information about the method itself. As soon as I get definite results, I will write to you immediately. I believe fortune has truly smiled upon us today. Videte neque sciat. June 8th, 1887. Remember what that meant?
I don't, but I remember it being uttered in an earlier episode.
A picture of an angel with a gentle face.
Wow, because the last time we had Christian imagery, it was all about how depressing everyone's expressions were.
The shelf is lined with strange and complex books. Some titles include The Movements of Shadows, Preserving the Mind, and Lessons Beyond Nature.
Preserving the Mind didn't work out for him. Lessons Beyond Nature, perhaps.
This seems an invoice. May this document serve as a record of the payment made corresponding to the following work. The cuckoo clock mechanism has been modified to give the strokes exclusively at 6:15 in the afternoon. In addition, a special device and a switch have been added to synchronize all clocks in the house.
What about 6:15?
So that's what we want, isn't it?
Very mysterious. Perhaps we can turn back time. We're missing an ingredient for the
Fixing the clock, or for the photographic
development / opening up the demon envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can we fix that to 6:15? Does it want it to be turn the face, or if the face wasn't turned?
That's
frustrating.
what we need to know. Let's have a look at the other clock.
One downstairs.
Yes.
Downstairsy Wursy. Which doesn't have a minute hand. Unless it's just overlapped.
No. One of the hands is missing, so we can't interact with that yet.
Can we use the hook in the well?
That's what I was thinking. Not the cyanide.
Apply cyanide to hook.
Apply cyanide to self.
Hang self.
Within the mud and dirt inside the bucket, there was a small bird of brass.
The cuckoo.
Yep. A little brass bird. When shaked, it makes a noise as if there was something inside.
Can we open it?
No.
Maybe the clock will open it.
Yes.
We still don't have a key. Upstairs. And we've checked all the rooms and there was no one else walking around. Creepy. And yet there were
The
footsteps.
bird fits perfectly.
Of course it does. But now what?
But we need to synchronize all the clocks, don't we?
Yeah, that's right. All the clocks in the house will be synchronized.
Yeah.
Perhaps we have to change the one downstairs to match up the time for the one upstairs, but on a strange angle.
Yeah, I think so. But we need to fix the clock first.
And we need the hand.
Without that missing hand, we
So-
can't do anything.
We're missing something. We have to open that where it's dark.
Yeah. Or in a room without a white light, at least. Didn't open it under white light.
Does this count? Like, seems not dark enough. Yeah, the room, the closet where we found the lamp in the first place. What about that? I'm suddenly thinking to those dark words that the man in the last chapter was talking about when he was reading in the darkness. So we couldn't have opened it up in that room?
No, it didn't do anything. But strangely enough, there doesn't seem to be any water in the well.
I just want to wish you well. I just want to wish you well.
See, this is, I just remembered now that we have a lamp, we can see a little better. Old ruins lay by the path. They seem to be Roman in style.
It's on the road. What?
The corpse of a deer, its abdomen torn open. It looks recently dead.
Huh. What killed it? And was it outside with us in the first place? Can't go that far.
No.
So there could be something out here that we're missing. Can't collect anything from the deer. No.
Cyanide on the deer, no.
Can we envelope? Yeah, nope.
You want it to be in a dark room to open the envelope, but I think we need a red.
Yeah, I think we need the red
Oh,
light.
I know what we need to do. Look at all that deer blood all over the ground.
Yeah. What about the deer blood?
Dum-de-dum. Yoink.
Oh! Clever. Now we can rub some blood on the lamp.
Yeah.
That's messed up, but clever.
Yeah, because I realised, yeah, we need a red. We need a red lamp. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Hoot, hoot.
I wouldn't have even thought of going out the front.
Yeah, I just remembered that you did have to go. Ugh.
Oh.
Now the bulb is grossly covered in blood.
Awesome, but like, fuck.
The bulb is soaked in blood and gore.
Yum.
You could have venison for tea.
We should have taken the bucket from the well to fill up on extra blood in
Yeah.
case we needed it.
Deer's blood in case you wanted to make that like German liquor that like according to urban legend has stag's blood in it. Can't remember which one it is.
All of them.
Jägermeister or something, I think.
Alright, in we go. This is gonna be creepy, I know it already. Blah.
The
image has faded out. Oh no, that's
I know,
creepy.
that's developing now.
Alright, can we read the...
We still need the
We still need something to...
potassium or whatever, don't we?
Yeah, that's right. We have the cyanide, but we needed something else. That's awfully bright.
The vitriol. Sorry, I should say, not the potassium.
But we can't open the envelope? No, we just put it there.
Inside the envelope there is a glass plate, one side covered with an opaque substance. I've placed it in the basin. But we need the vitriol first.
Well, where are we going to find that? Cuckoo clock.
Yeah, we need to do that, don't we? So where's the missing hand of the clock?
Back outside.
We haven't been in here yet either.
Oh.
It's quite odd. The door was latched from
Oh
the outside.
no, it was trying to keep something in.
And remember what was put in there?
The statues.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
You can hear that grinding noise?
Yeah, I heard like footsteps. There's something you could look at.
Yeah. This pane looks as if it had been broken from the inside.
Yeah, they'd already gotten out. Oh, there's a statue. Don't blink.
A statue of an angel with its wings spread. Its head is missing. A statue of an angel covered in mould. It's glancing at me with a sad gesture.
Is that something we can take on the pedestal?
A jar of vitriol oil. I must be careful. It's a powerful acid.
And now something's going to grab us when we grab it. No. I was expecting a little bit of a fright scare there. Ugh. Don't like this greenhouse. Can't seal it back up, can we? I heard something moving.
Oh, I thought like...
Something would have been
Maybe I
different.
imagined it. Yeah, or maybe I read someone suggesting that it was different if you came back. It's a bit ridiculous that like, it implied that was locked.
We can't seal it up either. I want to lock it again. Alright, now we can do some
So we apply the
experimenting.
vitriol.
Drop, drop, drop.
The oil has caused a strong acidic reaction. We
And
apply
some
the cyanide.
and some water.
I've applied the liquids in the correct order. All that remains is to rinse the plate. An image is appearing on the plate. It's a photograph of Anthony and Alexandra.
Jesus wept. They're from the photo with the rat faces, and what did they do? Oh my god. Are they still there?
Yeah. The image is back in the frame.
Back in the frame. The lights.
The light bulb has exploded. So let's show the image to Alexandra.
Yeah, because I'm sure he's going to enjoy that. Come on, old buddy. Do you want to look at this ghost image?
Alexandra, do you recognize this photograph? Take a look. It is you and our old friend Anthony, and there is someone else blurred in the background. Who is the third figure? Does he mean something to you? The bird awaits.
He can speak.
He's breathing heavily. He seems to be lacking air.
There's the hand.
A piece of clockwork, a hand. So we want to set So
Yeah.
this is set to 90 degrees.
Yeah, so we want to set
So quarter. What was it? Was it quarter to 6?
quarter to 6, I
Or was
believe.
it quarter? Let's double check.
If it was quarter to or quarter past.
So it's at right angles. So we want to be like whatever's the. So it's like rotated back
Yeah.
90 degrees, right?
That is correct.
So it's whatever's.
Rotated
Yeah.
90, 180. No.
Yeah. So quarter past 6. Yeah.
Alright. Let's do this thing.
Straighty 180.
Also, we weren't at all, like, phased by the demon stuff that was appearing.
Like demonic rat people.
Yeah.
I put the clock hand in its place. I only need to set the clock to the correct time. So the default thing, like they're saying, is like what was quarter past 6, right? So we got to wind this back. Yeah, no. But we want to turn this
90
back
degrees.
90 degrees, don't we?
That's right. So have the hour pointing to 3.
Because 3 was up here, wasn't
Yes.
it? So yeah, so we want to go. So we want it to say.
And if you have 12 at where 9 is,
Yeah, so we want. Yeah.
I think you've gone too far.
No, don't we want. Ugh. Isn't that. No, that's the other way around, isn't it?
Yeah, we want the hour to be at 3, but we want the minute hand.
But we want the minute hand there, don't we?
Yes,
We want the
correct.
big.
Yes, we want the
We want the hour hand
at 3.
No, but at 9 on this.
No, at 3 on this.
But isn't that 3? And that. Oh, yeah, okay. Ugh.
I think.
Winding. Yeah, that makes sense. Because it's like. Hang on, wasn't that where we were before? Wasn't that what I already had? So it's like.
Yeah.
If we rotate the clock face. So
90
3's
degrees.
up there, 6 is there, so 6, quarter past 6, yeah.
No? Yep.
Sound came from
Yeah,
upstairs,
we had it.
yeah.
Awesome.
So I was right the first time. Confusing myself. Cuckoo.
Cuckoo, cuckoo. Now he's saying the name of it.
Xylothal. Xylothal. He's having some kind of seizure. He's trembling of pure horror.
Yeah, don't help him or anything.
Slap him, cover him in vitriol.
Well, you know, at least put something in
Bird
his
has
mouth.
burst out at the stroke.
Yeah, now
That
it's
sounds good.
beak is open.
Now his beak is open. I burst out at the stroke once. There's a key inside the bird.
Yep.
It's a fencing sword. The blade is broken in half. Now, what did we need a key for?
The cellar.
Aye.
The cellar door. Perhaps the most
last
beautiful words in the English language. Cellar door.
A dusty carpet of Asian origin.
From the Orient.
Mold and dust cover, capital M should be, cover the portrait, making the subject indistinguishable.
The music's building up to a crescendo.
This
and
piece of fine furniture has several drawers. Inside this one, there's a gardener's shovel.
which we can use for the grave. Anything else down here?
There are remains of a Roman mosaic behind this wall. I can't distinguish anything clearly.
Hit it with a shovel.
Bam!
Oh, good.
An ancient statue in poor conditions.
It's not the same angel thing from the greenhouse.
Old ruins. It seems they were part of the Roman settlement. Oh, creepy tunnel.
Oh, let's just go. Oh, what?
So there's another secret laboratory. A book written in a language unknown to me. There is a scrawled annotation written in English on one of the margins. This and no other is the function of the serum we manufactured at the boarding school when we were young. It is something that we didn't understand by that time. To accompany the mind to the proscenium of the big theatre, and there help us to look behind the curtain that separates the world of men from the land of truth. To look, I say, if anything, apprehend an image of what lives there. Just that. Will the hoopoe allow us to raise the curtain enough to walk off the stage and go beyond? Hoopoe's a kind of bird, isn't it? A huge cage full of leftovers and dirt. Animals have been captive here. Innumerable jars full of murky objects suspended in formaldehyde. Jars and test tubes, everything is soaked in chemical residues and the air is filled with the smell of vinegar.
Creepy.
A bunch of dust-covered bakers with repulsive liquids, I think it means bakers.
Beakers, yeah.
A few of them have developed fungi inside. Unlabeled bottles of lab equipment.
I see something we can move? No? I thought there was a hidden passage there. Interesting.
No joy here. We do not have a shovel.
Let's go grave digging.
Yeah.
And then we open up the grave and we're in it.
Dun dun dun.
End of episode 4.
The journey continues here.
De Sigsworth will return in.
Or will he?
Digging up the grave. Digging up the grave.
I think that's a flashback to him getting buried
Yeah,
as well.
I think it was.
A wooden box. It seems too small for a coffin.
It does, doesn't it?
The lock is very rusted. Almost something. The lock still resists. I can't open it by hand.
Can we bash it?
What if we put some vitriol on it?
Oh.
See him getting rescued by the nuns.
Oh, someone who didn't get rescued by
The
nuns.
remains of humanoid body, but with a grotesque animal aspect. Maybe a small ape? It has a collar with some engraved words on it. Old Mike.
Old Mike is holding something.
The skeletal fingers of the creature are clutching a rolled-up canvas.
Yoink. And there's something in the corner
It's
as
a
well.
map of the stars. Some kind of navigation map. Several constellations are marked. So, there's Deneb, Altair, and Vega, forming the Summer Triangle.
One of them is also an assassin.
I think that's the name of the star. Yeah, Vega's a character in Pulp Fiction as well. Besides the corpse, there's a paper leaf. Dear Alexandre, undoubtedly your methods are definitely stronger than mine. How do you manage to get results with such alacrity? On another note, my epiphany with the treatise of alchemy was not accidental. When examining the text closer, I have come to the conclusion that for a time Raymundus Lully sought the same thing as we did. In his account he describes a formula that he calls hoopoe. Yes, like the legendary bird. It closely resembles the serum with which we have worked so far, except for minor differences. It's a pity what you tell me about old Mike. I hope he gets better soon. Videte nequisciat.
He did not.
July 2nd, 1887.
So we have a star map.
Yes.
What can we
Old
use that
Mike.
for? Oh no!
Oh god, that sounds like Alexandra.
There are going to be statues in the room or something. Doors open. Come on in. Run! Uh-oh.
Alexandra.
It's missing. Whoa! Oh, that was boss.
Some diary pages on the wheelchair. The paper is ripped apart as if someone had stripped it off the book hastily. October 31st, 1891. I'm writing this in the light of my desk lamp, hoping to be able to remember it all when the birds finally sing and the sun, blessing, dispels the dark shadows of the mind. During the whole afternoon a strong wind hit the valley, so strong that it has cracked the larger branch of the old oak in the garden. I find it hard to get to sleep during these nights, so I read a lot while accompanying the professor. I don't really know when exactly I fell asleep. I was awakened by the chill of the night, which was seeping through the open window. I looked outside and saw him. The professor was miraculously awake. What was my joy to see him standing on the balcony, watching the valley with a true serene expression, enjoying the fresh and calm air right after the storm. I felt that a blessing had fallen upon this house, and for a moment I felt immensely happy. I stared at him for a while without saying anything, being afraid of dispelling a vision I hadn't believed possible for a long time. And then, in the midst of the silence, I heard a sound that froze me in my seat and snatched all my calmness with such a terrible chill that I will never forget. A loud noise beside me, low-pitched as the drag of a slab. Mr. Alexandre's snore, who was presently sleeping in his bed. I've already made a decision. I'll leave this house. So there was a professor.
Nutty professor. It's the balcony!
Yeah. So what we saw before, was clearly in a dream or in another state of consciousness.
What's it got?
A statue, it's holding something. It's a lens mounted in a metal ring.
Yoink. Look at it and look at the stars or something.
Starlight brings some brightness to the forest.
Yeah, look at the lens then.
Now let's look at this. So Deneb, Vega, Altair.
Do we want to look in between some symbols? Some stars? Oh, I thought if you clicked on that, maybe you do use that on that. Nope.
So this doesn't work straight away.
Do we need to look up or get a better view of the sky and put it in the gap, in that sweet spot that was outlined on the map?
I think we will be able to get a better view in time.
But what is time beyond the last door?
The last door. Oh god.
Oh yeah, we're still at the creepy lab down here.
Yeah.
Creepy lab. What was that?
Ooh, crap. What was that?
I wonder what we did to all the stuff we had in other episodes. Well, I guess in one we were buried alive, so we can just go. Oh, here's a passage. Here we go.
There's a mountain of compacted snow.
Yeah, and what's that?
A wooden secretary desk, beautifully carved. The flip top has no knob or lock, just some strange symbols. A narrow window in the ceiling of the vault.
Giving us a view of the stars, perhaps.
An open envelope with a letter inside it. Dear Alexandre, I'm terribly sorry about old Mike. Will you put him to rest in his favourite place?
The grave?
After weeks of unsuccessful attempts, I've managed to distill the alchemical formula based on the notes you sent me. Certainly you're a master of this craft. The subject reacted to the serum as usual, rapidly entering into a state of waking sleep. Suddenly the convulsions stopped, and since then he's not responding to any kind of stimulation. He has remained in this state for many days. My diagnosis is brain dead. Which should be our next steps, Alexandra? I'm worried this could be the end of our research. Videte nequisciat, August 23rd, 1887. Wasn't there one about old Mike before old Mike died dead from 1891? No, that was the one about the professor, wasn't it? There's a dark hole in the center of this room. It delves into the depths of the earth, far beyond what I can see.
We'll have to put the thing in as a lens, no? No?
Yeah.
Oh, we have to make the constellations?
Yeah. The crystal fits perfectly, or perfectly, in the telescope. So what do we want again? Deneb, Altair, and Vega. Vincent Vega. Let's look at this.
They're symbols. Okay, they all look...
Yeah, that's not helping.
Vega looks like a guy who's just lying down.
Deneb is a kind of trident-y kind of thing, all spread out.
Yes.
Altair is like a hooked bit on a kind of sideways trident-y thing.
I'm gonna look for TV antennas for Altair.
So this is so now we got to identify so this is the constellations. So Deneb, we want that one, okay, that's got a couple down. So we want this one. Would you say for Deneb?
Sure.
Altair should have two, one just below and one just above. Stars,
I think. Okay, right.
So this one. You think? With one over here, because there's like the hook and then it goes down like this, I think.
Alright.
We can double check.
And then the last one.
Yeah, that's right. We say in Vega, is it's like
In the top right.
2 on kind of either side and a
Yeah.
couple down below.
Yeah, which is definitely that one, yeah.
So we want this one, and we're saying this one?
That's right.
Ooh. Correct, this is the summer triangle.
Who said that? I guess we did. Alright. Well done, we found the summer
Yeah,
triangle.
it's like, what did that achieve?
I was expecting, like, dots to join, or a light to shine through
Oh,
something.
it opened.
Oh.
So it shows us we want.
Oh, we want the same things again.
Oh, that was that one. Want that there, we want Vega there. And I think Altair was this one, yeah.
And that opens that.
There's a small cabinet with 2 slots for syringes. Only one of them remains. The voice again comes from the bottom of the pit.
Oh, good. Let's explore.
An empty hypodermic needle.
Yep, that's the room. Oh, good.
Alexandra.
Hello?
Alexandra.
Ellipsis.
A variety of surgical instruments and some jars with chemicals in them.
I brought you your needle.
There's a chair in the middle of the room.
Yeah, if we sit in that, we're gonna get tortured.
This is what you asked me to search for, is it not, Alexandra? Am I right?
I thought you were trying to jab him.
The last door. Zai Lathal. The last door. We can cross together. What should I do? I am waiting for you. Here in the mist. It's nearby. So he's not really there. His body is there, but his mind isn't. It's nearby. I can hear it. What is nearby? What do you hear? I hear the beating of its wings. It knows we are afraid. I am ready. Sit down.
Oh, good. Needle in the neck.
So we gave him the instrument by which we will. It's like just fills it with vitriol.
Yeah. Acid neck. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Do you think that we will find any clue here about DeVitt's whereabouts?
From the first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The police must have taken almost everything, but we have no other leads to pursue. Hopefully they have overlooked something.
What are they?
What about this room? Ah, it's the last door.
Ah.
So there's a sealed letter here between this table and the wall. It looks like Herr Beechverse never sent it. I think it is best that you read it. Dearest Alexandra, please, you must reflect on this. We do not yet know what we are dealing with. If you were to open the door, it may stay that way. An open way for whatever lives on the other side. Videte neque sciat.
Ah. Ah. Oh.
Remember all that talk about the mists?
Yeah. I remember we were walking through them before in the last game.
Yeah.
Dum-de-dum. Where's our coat?
And top hat.
Here we are again.
Alexandra.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what?
Yeah.
What? That's not fair.
I think the ending of that one was a little anticlimactic.
Yeah, exactly. The other ones have ended on such a high note as
Yeah.
well. I'm like, yes, we are beyond, like,
The last door.
but Maybe in season 2 we'll instead be the two guys.
Yes. Not without giving it away, you control Dr. Wakefield in season 2.
Oh, so season 2 is out.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, the first 3 episodes are out. There's still one more to go.
Sweet.
As of recording.
Oh, in which case, I enjoy the storytelling, like, change of character. That should be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one could have had it a bit more, like, creepy in it, you know? Because the last ones have been particularly good with the, like, ultra creepiness stuff towards the end. That one had a couple of creepy
like the
aspects.
rat people in the picture.
The rat people and the balcony bursting open, that was good. But overall, it didn't have as much of the little things that were, like, sending shivers down my spine.
They needed to do more stuff with the statues, I think.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I mean, it's like it'd be ripping off Doctor Who, but like having the statues changing position or something. I don't know. Like, that would have been cool.
It would have been cool if the statues we saw in the greenhouse were the ones downstairs or something like that, like very same.
Yeah, but still, I do think like season 1 is pretty good, and playing through it this way has made me aware of a bunch of things that I hadn't figured out previously, like what was going on in in episodes 3 and 4.
Fair enough.
Because now we know that episode 3 was basically like, it wasn't in this world.
No.
And episode 4, it was back in this world, but it was
communicating with someone who...
Yeah, and it was presenting it in a kind of misleading way.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, we did go beyond the veil to Za-Ilathal, or whatever it was. Probably to meet the bird.
Yeah, what's the bird called?
The Simurg, I think
Yeah.
it was called in episode 3.
Beware the Simurg.
Beware. The noise of his wings.
Well, there you go.
I'm sure we'll get around to season 2 eventually.
Yeah, possibly for the viewer next week.
Heyo, and when we do, you'll have a whole new set of last door mysteries to ponder, or to watch us pondering.
Yeah, wow.
So, catch it then. See you next time.
Yeah, see you then. Have a good one.
Bye. If you can.
I was going to say if you dare.